Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Drew Smyly is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see there, he's been very dependable all year long. He's making his 30th start here in this one.
Jake Marisnick heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Smyly steps into the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Trumbo is camped under this one. One gone. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. Exactly 40 home runs for him on the year now, and counting, obviously. He just means a lot to this lineup because of his ability to change the course of a game with just one swing. So we'll see if he does that in this one.
First offering on its way. Jordan Danks comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Escobar fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Mark Trumbo not known for his defense. Really that prodigious power, that great home run hitting ability. But he does play a solid first base, plays well in the outfield, and even has spent some time at third. But remember, he's not getting paid to catch the ball, he's getting paid to hit it.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Trumbo. And that's the 3rd out. Reds are down and ordered. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got over 200 innings, which tells me he's thrown deep into a lot of ball games. Looking to do the same here in this one.
Alcides Escobar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they got a great pitching performance in the opener of this series, so if they could get anything comparable here or the rest of this road trip, you can bet they'll take it.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez. He's been hitting the cover off the ball lately, batting over .350 in the last 10 games.
drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Buster Posey will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a high pop-up. Quintana is there for it. And that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Albert Pujols will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Smiley's ready. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Escobar has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Steven Sung.
Steven Sung will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and look at the way the rookie's lighting it up. Boy, he could very well be in the Rookie of the Year discussion with numbers like that.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Trumbo is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out.
Batting sixth.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Travis Shaw will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball, started it a little too far inside there.
That evens it up 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And that misses 2-2. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Brandon Maurer will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 37, Brandon Maurer.
Travis Shaw will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put...
And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 22 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Oh, and that's a little vindication here against his former team. You know, I don't think he was looking at this game like it was any other game. He wanted to come in here, make a statement, and that's a pretty good one right there.
Mark Trumbo will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. No outs, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is his slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Danks makes the play, one away.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Scott Van Slyke digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Stepping in now, Devin Travis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 11 home runs and 41 RBIs. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Travis Snyder will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Line drive to center field. And a base hit there for the Reds, their first of the ball game.
Batting 8.
Yeah, trying to come inside with the fastball, but this doesn't get in as far as he probably would have liked. And this ball gets shot right back up the middle.
Standing in now, Jimmy Paredes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Lined hard toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, this was do or die out there. You can't fault the effort, but I think if he takes a deeper angle and just tries to play this on the hop, he probably could have prevented that runner from scoring. Instead, he essentially plays this into an RBI triple.
Into the box, Ramon Russell. And he lays off there, 1-0.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
Hit to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Jake Marisnick will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Smiley gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. This is line to left. Van Slyke is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Into the box now, Jordan Danks. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
1-0 count. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Albert Pujols steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it looks to me like he's getting pretty worked up out there.
Yeah, I think it's good to pitch with a chip on your shoulder, but sometimes one bad call, one bad pitch sends you right off the deep end.
He's working himself into a lather.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a swing by Pujols, and this ball is hit high and deep, and you can forget about it. Way out of here. Albert Pujols with a 3-run homer. Just 1 shy of 600 for his career. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
And now he's just 1 away from that magical number. 600 career home runs. Wow, he's been next to impossible to contain his entire career. And now he's knocking on the door of a very exclusive club. So he's well aware of what that next home run is going to mean to him.
And you know how professional athletes like to talk about taking it game by game? Well, this is different. As you said, Steve, we're talking about a number very few players have achieved in the long history of the game. I'm sure it's been really difficult to stay focused at the task at hand and not just try to club the ball over the wall with every swing.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Can't believe Quintana got injured, though, man. I hope he's not on the DL.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 1. Juan Lagares will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around, because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
So pumped that he hit .599 though.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Nice. Pittsburgh's beating Milwaukee. What I need.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
This is a much different situation for him on the mound after that 5-run inning. All of a sudden, he's working with a lead now, and he does a good job there of getting that first out.
Ready now, Jordan Pacheco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the 2nd out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Marisnik is under it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. Wellington Castillo come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, when you throw a first pitch strike less than 50% of the time, you're going to find yourself in trouble more times than not, and that's where he sits right now.
Smiley peers in. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. In now, Travis Snyder, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Nope,
and a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on, right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Standing in now, Jimmy Paredes. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Heading out towards shallow right. Trumbo has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, Hanley Ramirez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 0-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting.
A reminder here, after the ball game, we're off to Cincinnati for a series with the Reds, and we'll have all those games for you, beginning with the opening matchup right here, only on the show. 1 away now. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey. Into the seats, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Danks is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
The batter, first baseman, Travis Shaw.
Striding into the box, Travis Shaw. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, he hit a 2-strike changeup, so let's see if they attack him a little bit differently if they get him to 2 strikes again.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnik is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order.
Sorry.
They're down 5-1. Ramon Russell heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. 1 away.
Well, here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Jake Marisnik. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Trumbo on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, not something you see out of him all that often. Just his second triple of the year, but this was good base running awareness to take the extra base.
Jordan Danks will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 1 out and a runner on third. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 6-1.
Yeah, right here, runner on third with 1 out. All you're looking to do is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Brett Oberholzer is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Edwin Encarnacion now as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. The early hit total about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Van Slyke is there. 2 gone.
And I don't think he got quite as much of that one as he would have liked. He got it up on the handle a little bit, and as a result, this becomes a routiner out there in left field.
Albert Pujols strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Oberholzer pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 6 and the Cubs 1.
I don't know about that.
Leading off the inning, Mark Trumbo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Scott Van Slyke in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. One run, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Called strike 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, they had to call on him a bit earlier than they would have liked, but all things considered, he's done a pretty nice job in long relief so far, just allowing the one earned run.
Into the box,
Come on,
Devin
baby.
Travis.
One more out.
He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. The Reds lead it 6-1. Steven Sung will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Wellington Castillo will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Oberholzer's ready. First pitch on the way. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Shaw is there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Travis Snyder is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Into the box, Jimmy Paredes, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
Into the box now, Ramon Russell, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. For Paredes, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Reds 7 and the Cubs 1. Juan Lagares will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Archimedes Caminero will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Archimedes Caminero.
Leading off the inning, Juan Lagares, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Lagares.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Hit in the air to center field. Marisnick has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 22, Jordan Pacheco.
Into the box now, Jordan Pacheco. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And you know it's never good to go down looking, but that was kind of a borderline call. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. He's still got to be protecting the plate up there.
And you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to do something at the plate. Now that's just their 2nd hit of the ball game, and it comes all the way in inning number 6. Offense has been almost non-existent so far.
Alcides Escobar is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already uncorked a wild pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Hanley Ramirez will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Here it comes, 0-2. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Carlos Frias will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Jake Marisnick gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Wow, tough play. Oh, it makes such a difference here when you play during the day versus playing at night. 6 hours ago, this might have split the gap, but here it hangs up just long enough for him to run it down out there in right center field.
Stepping in now, Jordan Danks. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Oh, and he botches it.
Boy, I'm not really sure what happened right there. I wonder if he might have lost that ball in the lights, but that seems like a ball that he should have caught.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard to short. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Reds are on top, 7-1.
Still hit number 599.
Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Like 11 games
and he
left.
takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Grounded back up the middle to his right. Paredes throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Travis Shaw will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Got him.
Nice.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. Albert Pujols will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on.
Number 599.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Oh, and he turns another
number
one
600.
around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. And there it is. Albert Pujols has belted career home run number 600. He's been one of the greatest power hitters in the game over the last several seasons, and now he is truly among the elite.
You're certainly right, Matt. With 600 home runs, you're talking about a figure only a handful of players have ever reached. It's a landmark home run in what has been a landmark career. I really enjoyed watching him over the years.
Wow, how great is this? For him, of course, but also for everybody else that's here to see this. To reach a milestone like this in your career, it takes incredible consistency. And he has been, without a doubt, the model of consistency since the day he broke into the big leagues. Huge congratulations to him.
Nice. Good job, Albert. Love how the crowd's like
Steven
ambient.
Sung will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Scorched to third. Pacheco scoops it up. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Wellington Castillo will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
In now, Travis Snyder. Flipped out the other way toward short. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 8 and the Cubs 1. Scott Van Slyke will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
In there, strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Digging in now, Devin Travis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll just watch the splitter here. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Juan Lagares will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swung right over the splitter there. 0-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their 3rd hit of the ball game, and We're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Cesar Valdez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jordan Pacheco will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Cubs strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Greg Holland will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Jimmy Paredes stands in looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Ramon Russell will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Holland's ready and delivers. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. High in the air. Travis is there for it. 2 down.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Jake Marisnick will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and it remains an 8. Alcides Escobar will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Paredes onto the grass, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Hanley Ramirez ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Line to left. Snyder is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Buster Posey will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
All backups except for Encarnacion and Pujols.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Albert Pujols. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 8-1.